Children, today we will discuss the sentence problem of exercise 14E. Okay, first question. From a rope 10 1 by 2 meter long, 4 5 by 8 meter is cut off. Find the length of the remaining rope. That means here from the first the full length of the rope is given. 4 5 by 8 is we have to cut from the first given rope. Then what is the remaining length of the rope? So this is the sentence problem. You can write the steps like this. Remaining rope is only one step. Okay, remaining rope equals 10 1 by 2 meter minus 4 5 by 8. First of all, change into improper. 10 into 2 20 plus 1 21 by 2 minus 4 into 8 32 plus 5 37 by 8. Now look at here, denominator different, 2 and 8. LCM of 2 and 8 is 8. Now we have to change each fraction according to the denominator. 8 21 by 2 into 4, then you will get 8. So numerator also you have to multiply by 4, that is 84 by 8, the first fraction. Second fraction is already, denominator is 8, there is no need to change. So 84 by 8 minus 37 by 8, that you will get 47 by 8. When we change improper, this is the improper form, change into mixed form. 47 by 8, 5 times 40, remainder 7. So answer is 7 by 8 meter. Okay. Then second question, a piece of cloth is 5 meter long. After washing, it shrinks by 1 by 25 of its length. What is the length of the cloth after washing? So the length of the cloth after washing equals, the total length is 5 meter and it shrinks 1 by 25 after the wash. Okay, so you have to subtract this 1 by 25 from the 5 meter cloth. So 5 minus 1 by 25, denominator 5 we can take it as 1. Now we can take the LCM. 1 9 25, LCM will be 25. So we have to multiply numerator and denominator by 5. So it here become 25, because LCM is 25. 5 into 25, 125 minus 1, that is 124 by 25. Now change into improper form. It's a mixed, no sorry, this is a mixed form. This is a improper form. You have to change into mixed form. So please convert it when you do in the notebook. Okay, I have just said the steps how to solve it. You have to try yourself. So method is, you have to subtract from 1 by 25 the length of the cloth strings from the actual length, 5 meter minus 1 by 25. Okay, do it yourself. Now moving to the third question. I bought wheat worth 12 1 by 2 meter, 12 1 by 2 rupees, rice worth rupees 25 3 by 4, and vegetable worth 10 1 by 4. So the cost of all the three terms are given: wheat, rice and vegetables. I have 100 rupees. I gave 100 rupees note to the shopkeeper. How much money did he return to me? So I bought 3 items and give 100 rupees note to the shopkeeper. How much amount he will return to me? That was the question. So first we have to find out the money returned to me. That is the only step I have written over here. That is 100 minus the amount I have bought the 3 items: 12 wheat, 12 1 by 2, 12 rice, 25 3 by 4, and vegetable 10 1 by 4. So you have to add these 3 amounts together and subtract from 100 rupees. Then only you can get the money return. He have to return. Okay, if you want, you can write different steps. Cost of the wheat equal 12 1 by 2. Rice equal 25 3 by 4, wheat vegetable equal 10 1 by 2, and total amount he paid equals 12 1 by 2 plus 25 3 by 4 plus 10 1 by 4. After getting the answer, you can subtract that fraction from 100. That means you can write different steps. I have written over only one step. If you can follow this, or otherwise write all the steps. Okay, these 3 terms are improper. Change into improper. 12 1 by 2 means 25 by 2, then 25 3 by 4 equals 103 by 4, 10 1 by 4 equals 41 by 4. Here you have to take the LCM, 2, 4 and 4. So LCM will be 4. Now 100 minus 25 into 2, because denominator is 4. So 25 into 50 by 4, 103 by 4, 41 by 4. Now when we add all these threes, we will get 194 by 4. Now you have to subtract this from the 100 rupees. So 100 by 1, we can take the denominator as 1. 194 by 4, 194. If you want, you can cross multiply, otherwise take the LCM. 194 LCM will be 4. So multiply numerator denominator by 4, then it will become 400 by 4 minus 194 by 4. When we subtract, we will get 206 by 4. we can make it smaller. When we divide a numerator and denominator by 2, we will get 103 by 2. Here also it is a improper form. Change into mixed form. 103 by 2, that is 5 times 10 remainder 3, 1 times 2 remainder 1. Okay, so 51 1 by 2 rupees is the balance amount he will return to me. Question number 4. Out of 500 oranges in a box, 3 by 25 are rotten and 1 by 5 are kept in for some guest. How many oranges are left in the box? So first of all, we have to find in the box we have 500 oranges, and we have to find out how many oranges are rotten. So that means the number of oranges rotten equals 3 by 25 of 500, and some 1 by 5 is kept for guests. So number of oranges kept for guests equals 1 by 5 of 500. You have to find all the total number of oranges kept there, and you have finally we have to find out how many oranges are left in the box. Okay, then the steps will be like this. Okay, here rotten, number of oranges rotten equals 3 by 25 of 500. When we can of means into 3 by 25 into 500, you will get 60 oranges. 1 minute. So 60 oranges are rotten. Now the number of oranges kept for guests, that is 1 by 5 of 500, that is 5 and 500 can be divided by 100, that is answer is 100 number of the oranges kept for guests. Now we want to find out the remaining oranges in the box. Okay, the oranges left equals 500 minus 60 plus 100. 60 is the rotten and 100 is kept for guests. So 160, 500 minus 160, you will get 340 oranges, not mangoes, oranges. Okay, 340 oranges are kept for guests. Sorry, kept left in the box. Okay, now moving to next fifth question. An ornament piece is made up. It's a good question. Ornament piece made of gold and copper. Its weight, total weight is 96 gram. If 1 by 12 of the ornament is copper, find the weight of the gold. So in total weight of the ornament is 96 gram, and it's 1 by 12 of ornament is copper, and you have to find the weight of the gold in that ornament. Total weight equals 96 gram, copper equals 1 by 12 of 96, that is we will get 8 grams. When we divide 96 by 12, we will get 8 gram. Gold equals 96 by 8, 88 gram. Very simple question. Now question number 7. A man spent 3 by 8 of his money and still have 750 rupees left with him. How much money did he have at first? Okay, here the actual money is not given. It is given in the question. A man spent 3 by 8 of his money and still has 750 left with him. That means suppose you have to remember the whole quantity, the money in him must be considered as 1. That is whole thing. You have to consider it as 1. So the fraction of money he spent equals 3 by 8. Then the fraction of money left with him is 1 minus 3 by 8. That means when we take the LCM, number 1, 8 minus 3 by 8, it is 5 by 8 of the money is left with, that is 720. Okay, you can see the show the question steps. He spent 3 by 8 of his money. That was given in the question. That means the whole quantity is always considered as 1. That means that in this question we are considering about money. So the whole money in him you have to consider it as 1. Okay, money left with him equals 720 rupees. That is the given total amount we have. That means 720 equals the whole amount is 1. 1 minus 3 by 8 of his money that he spent. So when we take 8 minus 3 by 8 of his money equals 720 equals 5 by 8 of his money. That means we have to find what is his money first he have. So money is what his money equals 720 divided by 5 by 8 must be taken to the left side of the other side of the equation. So 720 divided by 5 by 8, that's equals 720 into 8 by 5. When we take the complete the calculation, we will get we can divide 720 by 5, that is 144 into 8. Then the answer is 1152 will the money he has with him. Okay, from this he have spent is 3 by 8 and the leftover 7 by 20 rupees. Okay, so always you have to consider when the actual amount is not given, you have to take it as 1 because we are always the fraction is taken as a part of a whole thing. Okay, now we have some more questions we will discuss. Eighth question also we can stop there. The remaining question left, if you want you can try it. In a school, 4 by 5 of the students are boys, and the number of girls is 100. Find the number of boys. Here is also we have to do the same steps. We have to take the same steps as question number 7. Okay. Here also it is not given the total students, so we have to consider it as 1. That means the fraction of girls not given, but fraction of actual number is given. So we have to consider the total students equals, take it as 1. So the number of girls equal means fraction of girls, I will show here, fraction of girls equals 1 minus 4 by 5. 4 by 5 is boys, isn't it? So 1 is the total number of students, that is 1 minus 4 by 5, that is when we take LCM, 5 minus 4 by 5 is 1 by 5 are girls, fraction of girls. Then we can find out, but it is given that the number of girls equals 100 by 5 of total students equals 100. Okay, then we can take, I will show the steps. Look at here. Total students equals, we will consider as 1. Girls equals 1 minus 1 by 4 of total students. That is 1 by 4 of boys are there. 1 by 4 is the fraction of boys. That is the 4 by 5 part of the total students. Okay, 4 by 5 is the boys. Now take the LCM. 1 minus 4 by 5 of the total students equals, when we take the LCM, 5 minus 4 by 5 of the total students, that's equals 100. That's the number of girls. Now 1 by 5 of total students equals 100 girls. So total students equals, we have to take the cross multiplication, that is I will show here, 1 by 5 that's equals 100 divided by 1 by 5, and this when we take the reciprocal, 100 into 5, that is 500 is the total students. Okay, if the 100 are girls, then we can find 400 will be the boys. That's all from this chapter. The remainder 3 questions. If you want, you can go through it. Otherwise, you can stop at to its 8th question. Try to do these all questions in your notebook. I will send the steps of these discussed questions. We will meet the next class. Thank you.